guys, today we're going to learn about using the catalog online and how to check your account, how to see what you've got checked out, to put things on hold, to delete or suspend holds, to make lists of what you want to read. Lots of fun stuff. Okay, so first go to our website, walpoletownlibrary.org, and then click on Catalog and Account. When you get there, click here to search our online catalog. All right, so here we are at the catalog. Now you can just search right here in this search bar without signing in. Not a problem. You just need to do a quick search, no big deal. But if you want to see what you have checked out, put things on lists, you definitely have to sign in. So over here on the right, we're going to put our library card number in. All right, and then you're going to put your password in. Now, your password is typically your last name with the first letter capitalized. So if your last name were Carpenter, it would be capital C and then the rest small letters, Carpenter. If your last name has less than 6 letters, like mine does, then we'll have done something special with you. If you forgot your password, no worries. Just call the library or email me at jrios@walpoletownlibrary.org. We can easily look it up for you. All right, so we're going to log in. Okay, so here are the things that I have checked out. We can see when they're due. And if I want to renew them, we can click on Renew. Now you might see here that this one and this one are not renewable. That's probably because someone is on the waiting list for them. So if someone else is on the waiting list, then books are not able to be renewed. But let's renew this book. So we click on Renew, scroll down, Renew selected. All right, slow internet up here on the hill. Okay, so now we see that We Don't Eat Our Classmates is now due 5/22, and it's been renewed. Now, if you have holds, your holds will show here. So here it is. I have a book on hold called Bomber's Moon. Now, I can just leave it and wait, and the library will email me or call me when the book comes back. I can cancel that hold by clicking on Cancel, or I can suspend the hold. Okay, so let's say that I'm just really not going to be able to read this book for a little bit of time. No worries. I want to stay on the waiting list, but I want to let somebody else have a chance. So I'm going to click on Suspend, click this little calendar, and say, I think I'll suspend it until the 30th of April. Click on Suspend. And now my book is suspended until 4/30. Now, if someone else wants to check it out before then, they can, but starting on April 30th, I'll be back in the list of my regular spot. If you decide that you want to resume your hold earlier, just click on Resume. And now you're back on the list. Okay, so over here, if you scroll down, you'll see all these gray boxes. These right here are little tutorials to show you how to do those things, but you can look here. So your summary is all the books that you have checked out and anything that you have on hold. Your personal details are your phone number, your address, all those kind of things. So if you have anything you want to change, then you can just change it. So you can type in here and change it. Scroll down to the bottom and submit update request. And then that lets us know that your changes need to be applied. All right. We can look you can change your password. So if you decide you want a password that no one else knows you have, no worries. Just click it in here, change your password. You can look at your search history, so you can see what you searched for, and it will give you the results. And if you click on it, it will show you what the searches were, what the results were. All right, so I'm going to click on the back button to get back to that first page. All right, you can look at your reading history, which is lots of fun, because if you're not sure if you read a book before, this is where you might be able to find it. So in your reading history, it's set to show the last 50 items. You can click here for it to show all items if you want, and it will show you everything that you've checked out. You can put them in a certain order. You can order them by the date you checked them out. You can order by the title, or you can order by the author. Ordering by the author is fun because if you're trying to figure out if you read by a certain author, then it will tell you. Okay, scrolling down again, your privacy. So you're in charge of what kind of information you want to share on here. So here are what the options are. Forever, which will keep your reading history without a limit. So if you want to always have your reading history there, then click on Forever and then click on Save. The default is, it keeps it for a while, but it will eventually let it go. And then Never means delete my reading history right away. So as soon as you check it in, it goes away. So you can decide how you want to do that. Now, if you decide that you want to immediately delete everything and then start anew with your privacy settings, go ahead, but just remember it's going to delete everything. So I'm going to keep mine at Forever because I like to know what I read. Okay. Down here, we have your purchase suggestions. So if you have something that you would like to suggest that we purchase, do the title, the author. Now, you don't always need to have the rest of these things. If it's something that's really obscure, then probably you do, but you need at least the title and the author, and then the notes you can then add why you think this would be a good purchase. You don't have to put anything in the notes, but if you want, that's a good idea. Submit your suggestion, and then our library director will review your request and let you know. Okay, skip your messaging, just email us. Your lists. So you can keep lists of anything. I mean, you can make your list to be anything. So I'm going to do a new list, and I'm going to call my list Books I Want to Read. All right. And you can sort this list by author, year, call number. I'm just going to leave mine by title. You can allow changes by anybody. So I'm going to say changes by the owner only because I don't want anybody changing my list. You can share lists. There are some lists that are shared by people, and you can see those. Those are public lists. Okay. So we'll show you what to do with this list. Let's say we're going to search. So we can search by title, author, subject, whatever. Let's search by goats, because you know I love goats. All right, so we're going to search by goats and go. All right, so I see we have dairy goats for pleasure and profit. Raising milk goats. Ooh, I like that one. I'm going to save that one to my list. So in a minute, my list will come up. All right, and you can choose. I only have one list at this time. So books I want to read, and I want to save it. Or right here, if you decide, oh, I need a new list. So I need a new list just for goats. Again, it's a private list. I'm going to say save. And now, if we go back to home right here, And I scroll down. Okay. Now it's remembering me, so I'm going to click on me. It'll log me right in. Now when I go down here to my lists, I have books I want to read and goats. And when I click on goats, I see this book. All right, so let's search for, let's say, gardening books. Actually, you know what? Let's say Archer Mayer books. Okay, so let's search for Archer Mayer books. Okay, so when I go through, I see all the Archer Mayer books that we have, and I know it's available because it says items available for loan. Now this one, Bellows Falls, it says checked out. So I want to put that on a hold so that I can be sure to get it. So I'm going to say place on hold. And it says, are you sure you want to? Yep, confirm the hold. And here we are. And my book is on hold. All right, so let's click the back button. Click it one more time so we can get back to our list of Archer Mayer books. Okay, now let's say that I wanted to check out Tucker Peak. It's available for loan, but I know I'm not going to be able to get to the library for a day or two. So I'm actually going to place it on hold, even though it's available. I'm going to place it on hold, confirm the hold, and we check the holds list every day. So we will pull that book for you and put it up on the shelf behind the desk. And that way no one else will check it out while you're waiting for it. And we keep the books up there for a week. So I hope that this has helped you learn to use the catalog a little bit better. If you have any questions or need any help, just call the library at 756-9806 or email me at jrios@walpoletownlibrary.org. Happy reading!